Hello drone lovers, welcome to my channel. I'm KM and this channel is about all my drone stuff. Well, for this episode, I'm trying to show you the Diatone3 ER349. I managed to get it below the 250 grams. And the main change is using this battery. The Tattu R-Line, which is 82 grams, is 95C 750 mAh 4S. In addition to the weight reduction, I also replaced the credit card that I used to support the battery at the bottom with a foam. So also the antenna is also replaced with the just a piece of wire type for the R9. So I use a cable tie and a heat string to hold it together on the arm. Besides that, I can reduce another 3 more grams by reducing a smaller battery strap, which is only 11.5 millimeter wide and 200 millimeter long. Well, besides that, I also update the beta flight to 4.13 because this is a requirement for me to use the RPM filters, and follow the steps by Joseph Hartwell to update the beta flight and also the ESC to a 48 kilohertz type. Because this quad is using BL Heli 32, I had to use a BL Heli 32 suite to update the ESC with the firmware. With the new beta flight, I can actually use the slider to slide the filters and the gyro, and also for the pits and rates. The pits, in fact, you can use a slider to slide instead of changing the numbers. It is also recommended to use a bidirectional D-shot, which I did change it according to the video from Joshua Bartwell. And also I use a D-shot 300 because I'm running a F4 flight controller. Well, I heard that with the RPM filters, I could get a longer flight time for a mini quad like a 3-inch. Well, let's see how long this flight time is. But let's not talk about the flight time now, but look at the way this quad flies. It's amazing the way it floats in the air, the way it does a split S over the trees. Okay, now I'm just flying behind the park, behind the trees, with very little interference. Well, I'm sitting right in front of this row of trees, and yet the signal from behind me is so clear and sharp. Well, that's the benefit of using a good TBS unified VTX. But besides that, look at the way it glides through the air. For a 3-inch, it really flies like a 5-inch. And the way it climbs up over the trees and then dive down, look at how smooth it is. I've also calibrated the current meter. Now you can see that current is around 745, close to 750 milliamp hour after the voltage reaches around 3.45 volts. With the installation of the GPS, we can also see the speed displayed in the middle of the screen. On the top left, there's a number of satellites detected in the sky, and we have 13 satellites. Okay, on the top right, is the distance to home, which is not displayed yet because I did not register the home position. In order to register the home position, you have to have enough satellites and do an arm during the time when the satellites are a minimum of 8. Over here, I'm trying to go behind me again, just around the trees, slightly above the grass patch, and through this gap. Video seems to be coming out quite well. Running about 70 to 100 kilometers per hour. The split S is fantastic, and then look at this dive. With this quad, it's really easy to control. And now I'm doing a sky leap. You see the way it hangs. The hang time is so long. It's as good as a 5-inch. The way it handles the 180 twist is really precise, and it doesn't show much prop wash. When it comes down, it doesn't have a lot of prop wash. It comes down smoothly from over the trees. Let's look again. Yep, see? There's not much prop wash. The next step maybe is to move the Runcam Split Mini 2 from my Signet 3 into this quad. Then we can see how well this quad flies in HD. Well, on one hand I could believe that this is the result of the RPM filters. On the other hand, it could be the design of the frame, which is a stretch X. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. I hope that you can subscribe to my channel. Do click on the subscribe button and on the top right, and also the notification bell to receive future videos. Thank you. Have a nice day.